how are you? Okay, you have got a confession coming in, okay? A confession from your ex, but the overall energy today is that your ex has started talking to a friend, okay? There's somebody your ex is connected into who's basically saying, look, you're lonely, you're heartbroken, they betrayed you, all your dreams are shattered, it's not working out, you're miserable, they're miserable without you, you need to do something about it, okay? Now, I feel that your ex has been hiding their feelings. I don't think your name has been brought up in conversation. It's almost as if you've been airbrushed for whatever reason. You'll probably know the reasons why, but almost airbrushed, okay? But there's one particular friend, could even be a cousin, sister, brother, whoever it is, and said, look, you know, they can see straight through your ex, okay? They can see straight through the illusion. Their intuition's told them, and they've said, you know, you're miserable. You need to do something about it. You need to confess to you their feelings. And I also am hearing to say that even if you turn around and say no, this friend thinks they should get it off their chest. They should be honest with you, okay? They need to be honest with you. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at some more energy. Just while I'm shuffling though, thanks for watching. I hope you're well. I hope you're okay and you're doing okay. This time of year can be triggering, can't it? That's a nice word for it, triggering. But I send you all my love. And if you'd like my help, just click on the title of this video. Links below to the website. All the readings I do are on there. Go check them out and check out the free relationship report. And also thank you for your comments and your likes. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. That helps support the channel. Thank you. And I love you all. I just hope you're okay. Funny time of year this. Funny time of year. Anyway, let's see what else we've got hidden, shall we? Twin flames. That's why. You're mirroring each other. You mirror each other, okay? You showed them who they wanted to be. That's why they've legged it. That's probably why you're ghosted. And what's happened is because you've stopped chasing. I'm not saying you were chasing them physically, but even energetically, you've pulled your energy back, okay? So, yeah, there's that going on. There we go. So Three of Swords came out, you see, when I was channeling earlier. And what's covering it is that card broken. That is like this card's meaning of the Three of Swords. They're broken. They're shattered. They're heartbroken without you. Here you go, Three of Swords. Heartbroken. You know, and if they've gone into a third party situation with the Three of Swords, it's not working. It's been disappointing for them, okay? Let's have a look at this. Oh gosh, wow. Now the Nine of Cups came out in the reverse, okay, which was telling me that the dreams had gone down the toilet. They weren't fulfilled, they were miserable. But what's clarifying it is absolutely wonderful for you. Truth, intentions, honesty. They're going to come in, they're going to confess, okay? So this message today is spot on. They're going to confess to you. Whoever this friend is, whoever's been talking to them, has basically said, I'm going to say what I'm hearing, get off your arse and do something about it. Now, I will reiterate again, even if you say, I don't want you, they're still going to want to tell you how they feel, okay? Let's get some of these cards. Let's just see. Union, confusion, cherish, right. Okay, union. The union of a divine soul counterpart is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. Yeah, you won't be expecting this. You'd almost written this off. I think it's because there has literally been radio silence, okay? And there's been a lot of confusion in the energy of this relationship, all right? But your ex is going to come in and say they wish they cherished you more. And if you give them another chance, right, they're going to. I'm not saying you won't have ups and downs. I'm not saying you won't have arguments or disagreements. That's healthy, okay? But they will never do what they did to you the last time. They will never do that again. All right, they'll never do that again. Let's get some messages from them. I want to have a look at what's going on in their environment as well, just give you a heads up. I find your inner wisdom really attractive. Okay. Oh, when I look into your eyes, the whole world stops and I forget where I am. Did you feel like that as well? You almost like you merged into one. You'll know what I mean if that happened. It's like you're one body. And I don't mean from a physical, like sexual side. I mean just, it's like you're in that person emotionally. Okay, they felt that too, and they miss that. They haven't met anybody else like you. I wrote you a letter, but I'm too afraid to show it to you. Yeah, I think they, you know, this says letter. They could have written a letter, but they've definitely been writing messages, emails they haven't sent. Okay, they've got to here and they've pulled back. Now this friend, okay, I think the friend's a water sign. I feel they're a water sign. I feel they're female as well. You know who it is. And I think you've got on okay with this person. You've not spoken to them though since you separated particularly. But I'm feeling it's a water, I feel it's a water sign person who's pushing them to do something. Let's see what's going on in your ex's environment besides heartbroken, miserable, shattered dreams, nightmares. What's going on in your ex's environment? Oh, the Nine of Swords. Well, you're living rent-free in their head. They're not sleeping. They're fearful. They're anxious. They've got a lot of guilt, a lot of regret and a lot of remorse with the Nine of Swords. But we know that. Look at this lot. But they're very fearful. And again, going back to this Piscean, Cancer, Scorpio, water sign, female, they're just saying, come on, do something. You know, you've got nothing to lose. This is what I'm hearing. They're being told they've got nothing to lose by contacting you. Everything to gain, but nothing to lose, because they've lost you anyway. You know, they've lost you anyway. Yeah. Oh, they're not happy. They're in the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups in their environment. They're miserable as fair. You know what I mean? They're really miserable. They're heartbroken. They're feeling isolated. They're lonely. They're so depressed and low without you that it's giving them anxiety. And I tell you what I'm hearing. They're so anxious it's too late. Is it too late? Is it too late? Poor dear. Okay, all they wanted to come out, were they? Let's have a look. Right. They regret not fighting for you. Okay. They admit defeat. They regret not fighting. They're very trapped in a way where they are. They've got a lack of independence and stability. I'm almost getting an energy that they're having to rely on somebody else or something else for their stability. They're not free to just walk out of the door, okay? They regret being so reckless. That's what I'm hearing. Anything else on this environment, please? They have given up, you know. I only repeat it when the message is really strong. They've given up, but this friend, water sign, knows they have. So that's why they're getting their ass kicked. Do something about it. Do something about it before it's too late. Yeah, they're watching you, not in a spooky way, but they're keeping an eye on where you are and what you're doing. Okay? But eventually they're going to, Eight of Cups in the environment, they're going to walk away from the situation they're in. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Chariot. They're going to get moving. Now, the Chariot is many things, but it is predominantly an actual physical moving card in tarot. It's on a general sense. But Eight of Cups is a walking away card, okay, and the Chariot. So they're going to leave where they're going. They're going to look for the truth, and they're going to take a chance. They're going to get in touch with you, okay? They're going to take a chance and see if you're up for a conversation, okay? Let's get you get your energy out. Says your dreams need a practical plan. I think that could be to do with this person. Whatever's gone down before, this time it's got to be steadier, it's got to be more stable. And I think this is a message for you, that if you do want this relationship, that you have to be very firm in vocalizing what you want, your needs, your wants. It's no good somebody coming in with pipe dreams, airy fairy, and that is beautiful energy in itself, but your personality, the way you are, you want something more practical, more grounded. You're being told to make sure you voice your opinions, set your boundaries. Don't back down because you're frightened of not saying it this time. Okay, and also with this situation, you're being asked to meditate and contemplate, and your dreams need a practical plan. Get very clear on your needs, and do not be afraid to speak up for yourself. Because what I'm hearing, you'll find, whoever this is, if it's this ex or if it's something else, the person or people you say no to, or you say, no, actually, I would like it to be this way. Even if they walk away to start with, they will come back, okay? And that will benefit you, because that will break a cycle. There's a cycle here where you haven't spoken up. You need to break it. Yeah, bottom of the deck, hold your vision, hold it. Even if they walk away, and this is, I'll repeat it again, just hold your ground and just say to yourself, it's all working out. It's fine, and hold that vision of what you want, how you expect a situation to play out. Even if it looks like the whole of the 3D out here is collapsing down around your ears, just breathe, hold that vision. Circumstances don't matter, okay? Change it in here, change the story, and it will be reflected back to you in your physical environment. Okay, let's get a couple of messages off your ex-person, and then I'll just get an outcome. I hid who I really am from you. I want you. Well, they've been hiding that they've wanted you for ages. They've not even been speaking to you. It's like they just painted over your picture or something. You don't exist anymore. Well, it's bullshit. They still love you. We will be together again. There's your outcome. Okay. Now, this is what they're telling themselves. You, obviously, get to choose what it is that you want to do with all of this. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. That's that female. That's the female energy. That's the friend. Yes, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups, Knight of Wands. Yeah, they're telling them to grow a pair, to actually be a person, a strong person, and come back into you. And they need to make a move. They're being told by this water sign female that they need to make a move, and they need to get out. There's the Five of Cups again. You see, that's twice. They need to stop looking at what has gone wrong and start doing something about making it right, and they need to get into their divine masculine energy. Okay, and they need to get very clear and they need to make a decision, which they're going to, because I can see the Eight of Cups are going to walk away from it. But that's what's going on with this friend. Yeah, there's a female energy. Anything else we need to know before we wrap this up? A lot of anxiety. Yeah, Six of Cups, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Moon. They're going to come back in. They are going to come back in, okay? When you least expect it. But the Six of Cups is here. And the Six of Pentacles is here. And it's kind of telling me that you will hear them out, okay? you will hear them out. They're frightened you'll push back, but I feel that you will hear them out, okay? You'll hear what their plan is. Obviously, you choose, but I do see you listening to this person, okay? Because you're in a good place now. You've got a lot more confidence. You've got a lot more. You've got your mojo back. You're more in the centre of who you are, and not how other people dragged you down. You lost a lot of confidence after this, okay? You're as I say, you're calling the shots with this one, okay? They're coming in. This female friend is pushing them. I think the female friend's possibly giving them an ultimatum. Just do it, or don't come crying to me until you've done something about it. You need to do something about it, okay? Anyway, I'll leave it with you. Look after yourself. Remember, you're on the pedestal. You're perfect, you're amazing, you're irresistible, you're totally unforgettable and completely irreplaceable, okay? Pull your energy back to you. Love yourself more than you love anything else in the world, okay? Because once you've got self-love, you'll be like a magnet, all right? I love you. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.